So, how can ayahuasca help us and give us information and give us practice and also realize what this process of death and dying is? Well, let's say that ayahuasca uh, gives a lot of insights about a lot of things. First of all, this process of death and dying itself. A lot of people are going through the process of death and dying, and that's often the process of people that they know in this lifetime that are dead, and they are going through their process of death and dying. So we know a little bit about the process of death and dying itself. A lot of people also in the ayahuasca go through the process of death and dying of their own death and dying, or through the process of death and dying as a symbolic way of die. Um, we know a lot about this process of death and dying in the ayahuasca because we have the experience. And the other thing that we can experience in the ayahuasca is going through our box of Pandora, so that we are purifying in our ayahuasca ceremonies. When we do ayahuasca, we are purifying our box of Pandora so that we are having, let's say, we are preparing ourselves for a smooth and easy form of dying. And what also is in the ayahuasca, which the advantages of ayahuasca, that we are enhancing and making our consciousness more and more clear and bright. So it's on the way to purify our box of Pandora, and the way that we create a more clear consciousness that we are preparing ourselves for death and dying. So we know a lot about the process of death and dying because we are going through the process of death and dying in the ayahuasca. We purify our box of Pandora, and also we are traveling through the different realities after death and dying. And there are a lot of realities we are going through. Some people are first going through this process of Hades, or the PTS after dying, if the dying is traumatic. Some people are going through the different spiritual layers. Some people are going to deep, open-hearted, blissful stages. But you can almost say that what happens in the ayahuasca is about the same that what happens after death and dying. Because also when we're in the ayahuasca, we close our eyes, our inner world is going to open. Our outer world is not so important anymore, but we are connecting ourselves with our inner world, and we are purifying our inner world, our inner universe. And that is about the same as what happens after the process of death and dying in reality.